Imagine a cat with 4 ears, another that's smaller than a soda can, and a fluffy grump so iconic it earned $100 million. This isn't fiction. It's the wild, weird world of real-life cats that look like they've escaped from a sci-fi movie. We're diving into 20 cats that'll make you rub your eyes and ask, is this photoshopped? From a werewolf cat with patchy fur to a cat with blue eyes that stops you mid-scroll, these creatures break every rule you thought cats followed. Some save species from extinction, others became meme legends, and one even starred in a Lifetime movie. Want proof? The #1 Picks face launched 1,000 memes and a few lawsuits. Buckle up. By the time you hit the end, you'll be texting your group chat. You won't believe what cats actually exist. Spoiler. Yes, the glitter-coated one is real. Let's go. Frank and Louie, Janus cat. This cute kitty will make you do a double take. Frank and Louie was a single cat with 2 faces. Yes, really 2 furry faces on one cat. Born in 1999 with 2 faces, 2 mouths, and 3 eyes. This Janus cat stunned vets who said he'd never survive. But his owner, Marty Stevens, refused to give up. For 3 months, she tube-fed him every 2 hours until he finally learned to eat on his own.
The eating, Louie just kind of hangs out and his little nose goes along in unison as Frank eats.
Incredibly, he lived to be 15 years old, far longer than most Janus cats, who usually survive only a few days. In 2012, Guinness World Records crowned him as the longest living Janus cat in the world, and he starred in Ripley's Believe It or Not and the New York Times. His story even inspired a children's book, Frankie, the Two-Faced Cat. When he passed in 2014, the world mourned a cat who rewrote the rules of survival. Frank and Louie's legacy, proof that even the rarest genetic quirks can't crush a fighting spirit. Yoda, 4-eared cat. No, your eyes aren't playing tricks. Yoda the cat really did have 4 ears. Discovered in a Chicago bar in 2006, this stray kitten had 2 normal ears and 2 smaller, extra ones behind them, thanks to a rare mutation. His owners named him after the Star Wars Jedi for his alien-like look. Though the extra ears didn't improve his hearing, they made him a viral superstar. In 2021, Guinness World Records declared him the only living cat with 4 ears. And he racked up TV features on Good Morning America and Inside Edition. Fans compared his side ears to devil horns or elf ears, and his Instagram page blew up with memes. Yoda lived a normal life, chasing toys and napping in sunbeams until his death in 2022. His quirky face even inspired a line of plush toys. Today, his story reminds us that flaws can make you unforgettable, and that sometimes the weirdest cats steal the biggest hearts. Baravel, longest domestic cat. Baravel wasn't just a cat, he was a living rug. This Italian Maine Coon stretched a jaw-dropping 120 centimeters, nearly 4 feet, from nose to tail, earning him the Guinness World Record for longest living cat in 2023. His size rivaled a toddler, with paws the width of a human hand and a feather duster tail that swept floors as he walked. Fans called him a mini lion for his flowing mane and ice blue stare. Baravel's owner, Edgar Scandura, shared his antics online, like struggling to fit through cat flaps or stealing entire loaves of bread. Maine Coons are already big, but Baravel's genes hit the jackpot. His dad, a champion named Cygnus, also held length records. Sadly, Baravel passed in 2024, but his viral fame lives on. His legacy? Proof that cats don't need magic to be larger than life. Lycoy, werewolf cat. This cat looks like it just stumbled out of a horror movie. The Lycoy, nicknamed the werewolf cat, has patchy fur, glowing yellow eyes, and a face that seems half-shaved. They're so rare that only 300 exist worldwide. Their name means wolf in Greek, and for good reason. Unlike regular cats, Lycoy shed most of their fur as adults, leaving a mangy, wolf-like coat. But don't let the looks fool you. They're playful goofballs who love fetch and cuddles. In 2022, a Lycoy named Luna starred in a Super Bowl ad for PetSmart, howling at the moon. Scientists study them to understand genetic skin conditions. Even vampires approve. A Lycoy named Fenrir went viral on TikTok for hunting shadows on walls. Creepy? Maybe. Adorable? Absolutely. Werewolf cats, proof that ugly cute is the new superstar. Elf cat. The elf cat looks like it teleported straight out of a fairy tale. A mix between the hairless Sphinx and the curly-eared American curl. This breed has wrinkly, naked skin, paired with ears that curl backward, like tiny horns. First officially recognized in 2007, elf cats were created by US breeders aiming to blend the Sphinx's quirky charm with the American curl's unique ears. Their alien meets elf appearance isn't just for show. They're known for being clingy, social butterflies who follow owners like shadows. In 2021, an elf cat named Gollum, yes, named after Lord of the Rings, went viral for guarding a Christmas tree, perched like a tiny, hairless gargoyle. Their skin feels like warm suede, and they're prone to wearing sweaters, not for style, but because they get cold easily. One owner even crocheted a tiny Gandalf hat for her elf cat, sparking a TikTok trend. Odd? Absolutely. But in a world of normal cats, they're the ultimate conversation starters. The Ukrainian Levcoy. Imagine a cat designed by a sci-fi artist. That's the Ukrainian Levcoy. Hairless, with inward folding ears and slanted almond-shaped eyes, this breed looks like it's auditioning for Alien vs. Predator. Created in 2004 by Ukrainian breeder Elena Biryukova, Levkoys are a mix of Sphinx and Donskoy cats. Bred for their future-proof looks. Their skin is so soft it's compared to heated silk, and their ears fold so tightly they resemble origami. In 2020, a Levcoy named Zephyr became an Instagram star after his owner dressed him in tiny astronaut suits, amassing 500,000 followers. Unlike most hairless cats, Levkoys are hypoallergenic and thrive in warm climates, though they'll hog your heating pad if you let them. They're also chatterboxes, trilling like birds instead of meowing. Only about 200 exist worldwide, making them rarer than a blue moon. Want a pet that'll make guests do a double take? The Levkoy's your intergalactic sidekick. Munchkin Cat. Meet the cats that never grew into their legs. The Munchkins. With stubby limbs like a dachshund's, these pint-sized sprinters defy physics by zipping around at top speed. The breed's short legs come from a natural gene mutation, first documented in 1983 when a Louisiana teacher rescued a pregnant cat named Blackberry. whose kittens all inherited her lowrider build. In 2013, a Munchkin named Leopard from California clinched the Guinness title for world's shortest cat, standing just 5 inches tall. Critics argue their legs cause health issues, but fans swear they're just extra aerodynamic, like a feline race car. A Munchkin named Toulouse became a TikTok sensation in 2022 for robbing a grocery store. Red, stealing a single green bean. They're also champion climbers, scaling bookshelves with comical determination. Love them or side-eye them. Munchkins prove big personalities come in small packages. No leg day required. Scottish Fold. These cats look permanently surprised, thanks to ears that fold forward like origami. The breed began in 1961 when a Scottish farmer noticed a white barn cat named Susie with crumpled ears. Her DNA sparked a global obsession. But there's a dark twist. The gene causing folded cartilage also leads to arthritis. Despite this, they're beloved. Taylor Swift's Scottish Folds, Meredith and Olivia, have their own Instagram fan clubs. In 2023, a Scottish Fold named Maru broke the internet by starring in a Hello Kitty collab ad, napping in a miniature sushi bed. Their round faces and owl-like eyes make them look eternally curious, like they've just heard a juicy secret. Breeders now mix them with straights to reduce health risks, but purists argue it dilutes the folded magic. Whether you're Team Taylor or Team Ethics, one thing's clear: these cats have mastered the art of looking adorably shocked. Clouded Leopard. This isn't your average jungle cat. It's a tree-dwelling ninja with fangs longer than a tiger's. Found in Asia's rainforests, clouded leopards sport fur patterned like stormy skies, perfect for blending into shadows. Their ankles rotate 180 degrees, letting them climb down trees head first like a squirrel. In 2022, a BBC documentary caught one leaping 15 feet between branches to ambush a monkey, leaving biologists speechless. They're so elusive that even camera traps rarely spot them, earning the nickname Ghost of the Forest. But in 2023, a Thai breeding program made headlines when a clouded leopard named Nimbus gave birth to twins, sparking hope for this endangered species. Bonus fact, they inspired Tai Lung, the villain in Kung Fu Panda. Fierce, mysterious, and built like a living chameleon. This cat's the definition of stealth mode. Arcturus the Savannah, the longest house cat. Speaking of savannas, we've got to talk about Arcturus Aldebaran Powers, aka the longest domestic cat on record. This majestic F2 savanna stood at over 19 inches tall at the shoulder and measured a jaw-dropping over 48 inches long. That's 4 feet. To put it in perspective, Arcturus was taller than some toddlers and longer than your kitchen counter. Despite his giant size, he was a sweet, well-loved house cat from Michigan. And he even had a special shelf built over the dinner table, just so he wouldn't knock everything over. This gentle giant broke records and hearts, and proved that when it comes to cats, bigger can be breathtaking. Dziesiąty Iberski Lwy. This cat nearly vanished forever, then staged a comeback wilder than a Netflix drama. The Iberian Lynx, with tufted ears and a beard-like ruff, was down to 94 individuals in 2002, clinging to survival in Spain's scrublands. But thanks to breeding programs, their numbers now top 1,000. Nicknamed Europe's Tiger, they're rabbit hunting specialists with eyesight so sharp they can spot a hare a mile away. In 2023, a viral YouTube doc, The Ghost of the Mountains, showed a lynx named Luna teaching her cubs to hunt, racking up 10 million views. Their comeback is so iconic, Spain's postal service released lynx-themed stamps in 2024. Once a symbol of extinction, they're now proof that humans can fix what they've broken, as long as we care enough to try. Pallas's cat. Meet the grumpiest fluffball on the planet. Pallas's cats, native to Central Asia, look like grumpy old men stuffed into a fur coat. Their round eyes, flat face, and stocky build make them internet legends. April 23rd is International Pallas's Cat Day, celebrated with memes since 2023. But don't let the grumpy face fool you. These cats are survivalists. They thrive in -50 degrees Celsius winters, using their bushy tails as scarves. In 2022, a live cam in Mongolia caught one hilariously failing to catch a vole, tripping over its own fur. Unlike most cats, they hiss like snakes when threatened. A Pallas's cat named Rasputin became a TikTok star for judging zookeepers with his resting, scowling face. Scientists studied their blood to learn how they survive extreme altitudes. Grumpy? Maybe. Iconic? Absolutely. The Ohos Azuls, the blue-eyed mystery. Now here's a cat that could hypnotize you with just one look. The Ohos Azul is one of the rarest domestic cats in the world. What sets them apart? That intense, deep sapphire gaze. Unlike Siamese cats, who usually have blue eyes due to their coat color, Ohos Azules can be any color, black, gray, even orange, and still rock those piercing baby blues. It's a unique genetic trait, and it's super rare. These cats look like they've got the soul of a poet and the eyes of a Disney prince. They're graceful, calm, and almost too pretty to believe. The breed is so rare that sightings are scarce, but if you ever see one, you won't forget it. Those eyes? Absolutely spellbinding. Blackfooted Cat. This cat's the definition of small but deadly. The black-footed cat, Africa's tiniest wildcat, weighs less than a bag of sugar, 4 pounds, but boasts a 60% hunting success rate, higher than lions or tigers. By night, it's a serial killer, taking down 10 to 14 prey items, birds, rodents, even insects, in a single outing. In 2021, a South African research team fitted one with a camera collar, revealing it sprinting 20 miles nightly, like a feline marathoner. Their name comes from black-soled paws that hide footprints, making them ghostly stalkers. Conservationists call them termite mound assassins for ambushing prey near dirt piles. In 2023, Netflix's Night on Earth featured one hunting under moonlight, jaws snapping like a crocodile. Only 9,000 exist, and they're vanishing fast due to farmland expansion. Forget lions. This pint-sized killer's the real king of the savannah. The Cowman, the diamond-eyed royal cat of Thailand. Straight out of ancient Siam, now Thailand, the Cowman is a snow-white cat with glittering odd-colored eyes. One blue, one gold, or sometimes even 2 shades in the same eye. known as the Diamond Eye Cat. This feline has been a symbol of good luck and royal favor for centuries. In fact, Thai royalty used to keep these beauties as treasured companions, believing they brought prosperity and protection. Cowmanis are striking with their pure white coats and sparkling eyes, but they're also sweet, loyal, and incredibly devoted to their humans. If you ever wanted a cat that looked like it belongs in a palace and acts like it too, the Cowmani is it. Pure elegance with a splash of mystery. And yes, they know they're gorgeous. Bashingye Bay Cat. This cat's so rare, even David Attenborough hasn't seen one in the wild. The Bay Cat, found only in Borneo's rainforests, looks like a fox-cat hybrid with reddish fur and a tail longer than its body. Fewer than 2,500 exist. And until 2023, scientists had only camera trap blurbs of them. That changed when a team from Oxford University captured HD footage of a bay cat hunting monkeys, revealing fangs sharper than a vampire's. They're so stealthy locals call them Hantu Hutan, forest ghosts. Deforestation for palm oil plantations is their biggest threat. One logging site in 2021 wiped out 15% of their habitat. In 2024, a bay cat named Ember became the first ever rescued and rehabbed, sparking hope for the species. Their DNA is closer to marmosets than other cats. Cryptic, endangered, and straight out of a fantasy novel, this cat's the holy grail of wildlife nerds. Fishing cat. This cat doesn't just hate water, it rules it. Found in Southeast Asia's mangroves, the fishing cat has webbed paws and a muscular tail that works like a rudder. They dive underwater to snatch fish, frogs, and even ducks, holding their breath for 30 seconds. In 2023, a fishing cat in Thailand became a local hero after raiding a fish farm to eat invasive species, saving native fish populations. Villagers built it a shrine and named it Captain Hook. Their fur isn't waterproof though. They dry off by sunbathing like retirees on vacation. Netflix's Our Planet. Two featured one stalking crabs under moonlight, moving like a liquid shadow. Sadly, 90% of their wetland homes have been drained for rice fields. Conservationists now train them to avoid human areas using catnip. Yes, really. Half predator, half mermaid, this cat's rewriting the cats hate water stereotype. Selk Rex. Meet the cat that looks like it stuck its paw in a socket. The Selk Rex has curly fur so wild it's nicknamed the Poodle Cat. Unlike other curly-coated breeds, even their whiskers kink. The first Selkirk, Miss DePesto, was born in 1987 in Montana, a frizzy kitten in a straight-furred litter. Breeders called her the ugliest cat alive, until she became a sensation. In 2022, a Selkirk named Einstein went viral for looking like a living Chewbacca toy, with fur that defies gravity. Their curls aren't just for show, they're hypoallergenic and feel like crushed velvet. Grumpy Cat's half-brother, Nyan Cat, was a Selkirk mix, sparking a meme crossover. Critics say they look like they've been smushed by a toddler, but fans adore their sheepdog vibes. Want a cat that doubles as a bath mat? The Selkirk's your fluff ball of chaos. Bay Cat. This cat's so secretive, even Indiana Jones would struggle to find it. The Bay Cat lurking in Borneo's vanishing rainforest looks like a fox cosplaying as a cat, with sleek red fur, a bushy tail, and eyes that glow like embers. Until 2023, scientists had only blurry camera trap photos, but a breakthrough came when a team from Oxford filmed one leaping between trees like a ninja. Turns out, they're monkey hunters with fangs sharper than steak knives. Locals call them Hantu Hutan, forest ghosts, and for good reason. Fewer than 2,500 survived thanks to palm oil bulldozers. In 2024, a rescued bay cat named Ember became a conservation mascot after learning to hunt in a rehab center, a first for the species. Their DNA? So weird it's closer to marmosets than other cats. If Bigfoot had a feline cousin, this would be it. Grumpy Cat. This cat's frown broke the internet and made her a millionaire. Tartar Sauce, aka Grumpy Cat, was born in 2012 with feline dwarfism and an underbite that gave her a permanent scowl. Her resting witch face went viral overnight, spawning memes, merch, and even a Grumpy Cat's Worst Christmas Ever Lifetime movie. She met celebrities like Ian Somerhalder, judged humans on AGT, and raked in $100 million before her 2019 death. Critics called her exploitation tragic, but her owner claimed she lived like royalty, eating gourmet tuna and napping in a custom cat castle. In 2023, a biopic parody, Oh Grumpy Men, trended on TikTok, proving her grump is immortal. Her legacy? A reminder that even in a world of flawless influencers, a grumpy face can be pure gold. And that's it for today. Catch you in the next one on Forever Green. And don't forget to give your own kitty some love, no matter how many toes, ears, or faces they have.